A man asks Osho, "Beloved Osho, 7 years ago you spoke to me about witnessing and observing. When you finished, before I could leave, your love and grace that have been with me for these 7 years. Beloved Master, I still wonder what is a good man." Osho responds, "Vichimano, I remember telling you, you are a good man. For I gave you the name Vichimano, which means going beyond good man, beyond morality. Morality is concerned with good and bad qualities. According to morality, a person is good if they are honest, true, and authentic, viable. But morality is not religion. Even an atheist can be a good person, for all these qualities of a good person do not include divinity. I told you, you are a good man. So the work for you is not just to be good, but to transcend the duality of good and bad. A religious person is not just a good person, they are much more. For a good person, goodness is everything, but for a religious person, goodness is just a byproduct. A religious person is one who knows themselves, one who is conscious of their own being. And in the moment when you are conscious of your own being, goodness follows like a shadow. Then there is no need for any effort to be good. Goodness becomes your nature, just like trees are green. A religious person is good, but a good person is not necessarily religious. Their goodness comes from a great effort. They are fighting against bad qualities, lies, theft, dishonesty, violence. They are in the good person, but repressed. They can erupt at any moment. A good person can easily become a bad person without any effort because all these bad qualities are present, just dormant, repressed with effort. If you remove the effort, they will immediately erupt in your life. And your good qualities are just cultivated. You tried hard to be honest, sincere, not to lie, but it was an effort, it was tiring. A good person is always serious because they are afraid of all the bad qualities they have repressed. And they are serious because deep down, they want to be revered for their goodness, to be rewarded. Their desire is to be respected. Their so-called saints are, for the most part, just good people. I gave you the name Transcend the Good Man. And there is only one way to transcend the good man, which is to bring more consciousness to your being. Consciousness is not something to be cultivated. It is already present and only needs to be discovered. When you are fully awake, everything you do is good, and everything you don't do is bad. A good person needs to make great efforts to do good and avoid bad. Bad is a constant temptation for them. It's a choice. At every moment, they need to choose good and not choose bad. For example, a man like Mahatma Gandhi, he is a good man. Throughout his life, he tried hard to be on the side of good. But even at the age of 70, he had sexual dreams and he was very anguished. As for the hours of being awake, I can keep myself completely free from sex. But what can I do in sleep? Everything we repress during the day comes out at night. This shows that the thing has not gone anywhere. It has stayed inside you, just waiting for a moment when you relax and fall asleep. You need at least to relax and remove the effort to be good. All the bad qualities you have repressed will start to become your dreams. Your dreams are your repressed desires. A good person is in constant conflict. Their life is not one of joy. They cannot laugh truly. They cannot sing. They cannot dance in everything. Continuously, they make judgments. Their mind is full of condemnation and judgment. And because they themselves are trying hard to be good, they are also judging others by the same criteria. They cannot accept them as they are. They can accept them if you meet their demand to be good. And because they cannot accept people as they are, they condemn them. All their so-called saints are full of condemnation for the world. You are all sinners. These are not the qualities of an authentic religious person. A religious person has no judgment, no condemnation. They know one thing: no act is good, no act is bad. Consciousness is good, unconsciousness is bad. You can do something that seems good to the whole world in unconsciousness, but for a religious person, it is not good. And you can do something bad and be condemned by the whole world, except by a religious person. They cannot condemn you because you are unconscious. You need all compassion and not judgment and not condemnation. You do not deserve hell. No one deserves hell. As your meditation deepens, your witnessing becomes great. This is what I told you when you received Sanya's 7 years ago about witnessing and observing. I forgot to say that witnessing and observing are not just good qualities. That's why when you were leaving, I stopped you again and told you that you are already a good man. So something more is implied in transcending the duality of good and bad. When you reach a point of absolute consciousness, there is no question of choice. You simply do what is good. You simply do everything that is good. You do it innocently, just like your shadow follows you without effort. If you run, the shadow runs. If you stop, the shadow stops. But there is no effort on the part of the shadow. A person of consciousness cannot be considered synonymous with a good person. They are good, but in a very different way, from a very different angle. They are good not because they are trying to be good. They are good because they are conscious, and in consciousness bad, they see, and all those condemnatory words disappear, like darkness disappears in light. Religions have decided to remain only as morality. They are ethical codes. They are useful for society, but not useful for you, not useful for the individual. They are conveniences created by society. Naturally, if everyone started stealing, life would become impossible. If everyone started lying, life would become impossible. If everyone was dishonest, you absolutely could not exist. So, at the lowest level, morality is necessary for society. It is a social utility, but not a religious revolution. Do not be satisfied with just being good. Remember, you need to reach a point where you do not even need to think about what is good and what is bad. Simply your own perception, your own consciousness leads you in the direction of what is good without repression. I would not call Mahatma Gandhi a religious man, just a good man. He tried to be good, really with persistence, and I do not suspect his intentions, but he was obsessed with goodness. A religious person is not obsessed with anything. They have no obsession. They are just relaxed, calm, and silent and serene. From their silence, everything that blooms is good, always is good. They live in consciousness without choice. This is the meaning of your name, Vichimano. Go beyond the concept of a good man. You will not be good. You will not be bad. You will be simply alert and conscious, perceptive, and then everything that follows will be good, must be in a different way. I can say that in your total consciousness, you reach the quality of divinity, and good is just a very small byproduct of divinity. Religions have taught you to be good so that one day you may find God. This is not possible. No good person has ever found divinity. I am teaching just the opposite. Find divinity, and good will come spontaneously. And when good comes spontaneously, it has a beauty, a grace, a simplicity, a humility. It does not ask for any reward here or after. It is its own reward. The matrix is complex, but each of us holds a part of the solution. Drop your thoughts in the comments, and together we'll see beyond appearances.